Good morning. Sorry, there were technical difficulties. My Wi-Fi wasn't working earlier and I had to. Anyway, today is Wednesday and I'd like to do a meditation about divine order. That actually is the daily word for today, has to do with divine order. And what it said at the beginning was, I relax and trust divine order. And I read this, I was doing my Wednesday prayer yesterday and I read that and I almost had to laugh because what I was doing on my walk was exactly what they said in the in the daily word. When you doubt, it's like it said, sometimes my imagination runs wild if I let myself worry about how a situation will turn out. Has that ever happened to you? Is it happening to you right now? Well, it was happening to me yesterday. My daughter is looking for a home to rent, and there aren't a lot of homes. And they specifically want to live in East County somewhere. And so they've been running and looking and everything. And I, I began to doubt, well, maybe there isn't one, but that's not true. The right one has not come. It can't be on my timeline because God has his own timeline. Spirit knows what to do. And it isn't mine to judge or mine to set a pace or anything like that. So I realized that I needed three things when I think about divine order. Divine order is wonderful if you can let go and let it happen. But we don't always do that. What we need is patience because it's not on our timeline. And we need faith to know that whatever it needs to happen for the highest good will happen and in the divine order that it needs to happen. We don't get to decide. We don't get to set the goal even. We ask for the highest good and we have to have faith. That is what will happen. And then we have to trust and know that things are unfolding. Even though we can't see them, they're unfolding exactly the way they need to. And this might be, trust. Trust is something that isn't, that almost has to be earned. Well, I think Spirit has earned it with each of us. And we just have to remember that we can trust Spirit. I can think of a situation that about a year ago that was happening in my life. And it was a very painful, uh, rough situation for me. And it didn't, it didn't happen. It happened overnight when it started, but it didn't happen as quickly as I wanted to heal it, to finish it, to give me the answers. It took months. And yet, if you ask me today, am I glad that it did exactly the way it happened? My answer is yes, because it has brought me so much more insight and made me so much more appreciative of the whole situation and what happened and what unraveled and what was brought forth, and to understand it. And then things went back together just the way they should have in the first place. But I never would have known any of that if divine order hadn't been. So when you need something, you want a healing, whatever it is, you have to understand that God is opening a new door in your life that no one can shut. You have to be able to understand divine order isn't ours to mess around with. So what I would like you to do right now is to just close your eyes and breathe. Breathe in divine order and breathe out worry, chaos, whatever it is. Just breathe in and out. And in and out. So I'd like you to think of a situation in your life right now or one of your loved ones' lives that you feel needs divine order. And the beauty about divine order is you don't direct how. When you pray for this or something better because you have. Put it in Spirit's hand. Picture yourself being patient, knowing full well that everything is unfolding exactly the way it should. And think about this situation. Confidence in knowing the highest good will happen. Giving it over to God, letting Spirit take charge. Feel the relief of that faith. It's no longer on your shoulders. You have nothing to do with it but to be patient and to have faith and to trust. Trust. Feel how that trust feels. That confidence in knowing everything is working together for good. You can't see it, but you can know it. You can know it through trust. And let's just sit here for a moment and soak this all in. As I am sitting here, I got the message. You do not need to lead. You need to follow. You do not need to lead. You need to learn to follow. And this is something you don't need the wisdom to know the difference. Whenever you put something into Spirit's hand, divine order is occurring. I need to know. I need to trust that God is taking care of everything in divine order. And let's open our eyes and come back to the now moment. That's not always easy to do, to give control over something that you want to help solve the problem, but it isn't yours to solve. Once you've given it to Spirit, it's Spirit's. It's not yours. And if you try to solve the problem, you actually may make the timeline be longer. So be patient, have faith, and trust. And know that divine order is exactly what it means. It's the spiritual order of how things should unfold for the highest good. So I have 3 affirmations for today. This one's really important, I think, for all of us. Patience is the path to peace. Patience is the path to peace. Patience is the path to peace. When you are patient, peace will come. I have faith in the highest and best outcomes for every situation. I have faith in the best outcome for every situation. I have faith for the highest and best outcome in every situation. I trust in divine order. I trust in divine order. I trust in divine order. Those may be tall wants or needs, but they're God's. So give it to God. Give it to Spirit. Don't try to wrest it out of Spirit's hands. Once you've asked for healing or whatever, solutions, whatever the situation, be patient, have faith, and trust that God has got your back. Have a wonderful day.